Hey everybody, it's Andrea with AZ & Company, and we are at the Soiree Room. We are bringing Hawaii to Nebraska. Today's video, I am talking to the couples that have chosen a destination wedding, but still want to celebrate with their family and friends with a reception back home. Also the event planners and designers that are doing the work while the couple has their toes in the sand. Let's go ahead and take a look at how we've curated the tablescapes. So in a reception like this, I think it's so important to bring in the memories that were created at the destination wedding into the reception details for the guests that weren't able to enjoy those experiences with the couple. One way that I have chosen to do that is through the photos that were taken while they were away getting married. So I work with the client to get those photos, I frame them, and I think in this scenario that they are a beautiful way to add to the centerpieces. For instance, here we've got a photo of the couple on wedding day with the bringing in that Hawaiian theme where they were getting married with the palm tree candlesticks and the lotus and all the tropical florals. That does it for tablescapes. Let's go take a look at the welcome space and see what we did over there. All right, so this is the welcome space. We did the graphic design for the event and bringing in the tropical florals. Again, here we've got the palms with the kind of fun font. The whole concept behind the design today is bringing Hawaii to Nebraska, right? Because that's where the couple got married. So bring all the tropical florals, which I love, the anthurium, the lilies, the proteas, just fun flowers to play with personally. And then again, bringing in the different photos from the wedding where they got married in Hawaii. Now, the bride is a 4th grade teacher. A cute little sentiment here is I placed these little love notes, or what love is, that her 4th graders wrote for her and her husband. So I just think they're super sweet to read through. Top one's probably my favorite, and then the client chose the guest book, which are little wooden hearts that go into the little picture frame. So fairly simple space, but every welcome space should have certain component. Welcome signage, card box, guest book, beautiful florals and candlelight, and photos of the couple. All right, we're at the photo booth space. The client has a company coming in to facilitate a photo booth for their event. So guests that come and want to commemorate the moment, they can sit in this beautiful space, take their photo, and have something to take away with them. I love a multi-purpose space such as this. I naturally already love to convince my clients to do a layered design, soft seating space such as this, but where we can kind of create the design, but also it naturally act as a space that people gravitate towards to take their photo. In this case, the client hired a photo booth company to come in and take those photos to commemorate the day. But concept behind the design was, again, bringing in Hawaii where they got married. We got the palm plants, we've got the greenery backdrop with the floral spray and the tropical florals. We've got the sand colored rug to bring in the beach, the greenery pillows, and then just kind of a modern touch with the white sofa and these really cool, they're one of my favorite pieces in my inventory, the gold leaf tables, which also is cohesive with different aspects or elements of the tablescape decor with the palm tree candlesticks and the little gold leaves, things of that nature. So for all of you event planners out there, when it comes to purchasing inventory that you can use over and over and over for your event, a piece like the white sofa that you see here is a very versatile piece. So I've used it time over time, which obviously when you think of business and your return on your investment and things of that nature, think through the pieces that you're going to purchase to add to your inventory. For me, as I've built my company, I say every event I'm buying something new to add to the inventory, but I always think of certain things when I'm sourcing, especially pieces that are a little more expensive, specifically the longevity, like how long are they going to last, how well is it going to be built, what is, price point in that regard, and then how often can I see myself using it time over time. Again, pairing the white sofa with the green pillows and the greenery backdrop, we could completely change the look of this but still use the white sofa, right? I've used this for corporate events, to weddings, grad parties, really any and all events. If I could give you any advice as far as purchasing inventory, number one, thing I would say would be versatility and durability, because event planners, as you know, we're loading and unloading inventory every event. Some events you've got 500 people or 200 people that may be, sitting on the sofa throughout the evening. So durability is very important. Now let's talk about the backdrop. So the boxwood greenery backdrop is pretty popular. I purchased these in, I think they're like 18 by 18 square sheets, and then attach them together with zip ties. I have seen people purchase the same boxwood and attach it to, or build kind of like a wooden structure. I don't recommend that, because when it comes to transporting it takes up way too much space, and you have to have a large means for transportation. Whereas this one, I learned after the first time I used it, which was way more labor intensive than the second time I used it, because I learned, like everything else, the hard way, but to zip tie it together rather than taking it apart and putting it back together the next event. What we did was roll it up like a rug, bungee cord it together, and I stored it in my warehouse that way. When it comes to designing a space like this, I always think of things through the lens of a camera. I have told photographers this before, even when I'm taking photos myself of my work, I am always cropping things in a way that I don't want to see anything outside the confines of the design space. That's me personally, but that's how I think when I am designing a space like this. So thinking about things like the average height of a person, making sure your backdrop is at least 8 feet tall, that's what I would recommend. Width and depth, you need to take into consideration, spatially within the floor plan and or the space that you have to work within the venue. Definitely think about that. All right, so we're at the dessert space. Andrea missed the boat today, didn't pack a cake stand big enough for this beautiful 4-tier cake, so I plan beat it. We brought in palms and the leaves as the base to this beautiful cake. Also, for the cake space, we went with vertical shelving. I love getting rid of that, no offense to you venues that provide all these beautiful 8-foot tables with a floor drop lint, I'll give you that. Get rid of the 8-foot table, bring in some vertical shelving, bring in a pedestal table with a beautiful sisal rug, and symmetry with the, in this case, buntinis on each side of beautiful said 4-tier cake. Let's go see the bride's arriving. Let's go see what she thinks.
My name is Christine Coltis, and I want to share with you that Andrea and A to Z and Company has planned this amazing wedding for my daughter. She actually got married in Hawaii, but we brought Hawaii back to Nebraska. There is no way after traveling that I could plan such an amazing room setup, dessert table, the table that the bride and groom sit at, the details at every table. I could never do this. And the feelings that I have inside, I probably can't even tell you, but it's amazing. And I'm so, so blessed and so lucky to have A to Z and Company and Andrea do this. And I hope you are too someday. She's wonderful.
Oh, that's the best referral ever. I love when they're elated by the outcome. That's a wrap for today. Tune in next Thursday.